Hey everybody, KMO here at the dog park, of course, with my dog and the cicadas. They're loud. Hey everybody, well, I shot that video at the dog park yesterday, but as maybe you could hear in the intro there, some other audio source was bleeding through. I think maybe I had something playing on my phone and didn't realize it. Anyway, so it was unusable. Here's a condensed recap. I've been thinking a lot about accelerationism. It's not a new concept, but for some reason it's circulating anew, at least in the part of the internet that gets shoved into my eyeballs. So there's a few varieties of it. There's left accelerationism, which is the belief that if we just push techno-capitalistic processes to their maximum, that it will break capitalism and usher in socialism. Or it can be seen as the desire to see techno-capitalist acceleration with lots of human governance. Whereas right accelerationism, it's kind of hard to come by what seems like a genuine description of right accelerationism. Typically, like if you ask any of the major chatbots, they will give you a definition which definitely seems like it's one, you know, that the detractors of right-wingers are ascribing to it, not something that anybody would adopt themselves. Typically, right-wing accelerationism gets painted as, you know, regressive, a regressive, or what's the word I'm looking for, reactionary sort of stance, which says that we want to accelerate techno-capitalistic processes to bring back the patriarchy and, you know, have a racial caste system or something along those lines. I mean, it's just absurd. It's not anything that anybody would admit to subscribing to, and yet, you know, sources like Bing and Bard will just tell you with a straight face, yes, this is what right accelerationists want. They want a racial caste system and patriarchy. So another way, and I think a more plausible way to describe right accelerationism, is that right accelerationists want accelerationism. They want acceleration of the techno-capitalistic system with very little human input, which is to say they want market forces to drive it. You know, sort of like Austrian accelerationism, you know, that being a reference to Austrian economics, which is let the market do its thing, you know, invisible hand stuff. The market can self-organize in a way that no collection of human beings invested with government power can plan an economy or something like that. And then there is U-ACC, or unconditional accelerationism, which is to say all of this, you know, this dross, all of this extra stuff about whether it should be directed by market forces or whether it should be directed by government bureaucrats is all irrelevant, really. And this is coming from Justin Murphy, I think his name is. Really, all of that extra dressing is just human vanity. Really, we've made a Faustian bargain with technology and with capitalistic forces a while ago, and we've long since given up control of the process. And you know, if you're an accelerationist, you just want to see it play out in your lifetime, I think. I mean, that's getting to be my position. Yeah, safeguards, you know, transparency, all that stuff. Just get it going. Just let her rip, because I'm tired of waiting. And you know, I'm coming to the opinion that the people who are most willing to put AI advancement on hold are the ones who are comfortable in the current system. The ones who, you know, they have a dignified existence, they've got healthcare, they've got, you know, a retirement plan of some sort, they have mainstream respectability, and, you know, they're doing okay. Whereas I think most people are not doing okay, and we'd really like to get to some place that's better. And if we have to go through some dark times to get there, well, let's make them as short as possible. You know, it's sort of the foundation theory of, hey, let's collapse 30,000 years of barbarism down to 10,000 or 1,000. I forget the exact numbers. But, you know, that was the point of Harry Seldon's foundation, was to shorten the Dark Age after the collapse of the current, you know, high-tech civilization, or the empire. Is our empire going to collapse? I don't know. I mean, it could. I certainly spent a long time dwelling with that possibility. at the same time, I think it's more likely just to be transformed by this accelerating technology. But however it goes, I want a piece of it. And even if I don't get a big, generous, respectable piece of it, I'd still like to see where stuff's going. So all calls for a slowdown or, much worse, a pause from my perspective, non-starter. I'm not interested. Will not support it. Nobody asked me to sign the open letter. I'm not an AI researcher, but I wouldn't have. Like, pause? Fuck that. Let's go. Let's get it going. All right. Catch you later.